Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Lynn Renee McDonald for Practical Spirituality Live. Excuse me, here in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Today, Spirit is urging me to talk to you for your teens. Basically, I'm a single mom. I have two teens. I have a 14-year-old and a just turned 17-year-old. So I get teens. I get it. All right. Here's the deal. They want me to share with you guys because what I've noticed and what Spirit has shown me through working with my kids and living with my kids and having, teens in my family and loving them so much. You always want to be the best parent that you can be, and that's totally normal, right? Totally normal. In your healthiest space of you, that's what everybody wants, good things for everybody and all that we love, right? So Spirit is urging me to talk to you. When I say Spirit, I'm talking about love energy, God, my angels, my guide, Christ, my whole team of what I call my metaphysical love energy beings. That is my team, okay, and my soul, okay. The reason we're talking about this, is because they're urging me to tell you about this, is to talk to you so you can understand what's going on with your teens better, and who these new age, what I call new age teens, because they're the new world souls that are going to come in and continue the journey beyond the spaces that we're in this lifetime today. And we will probably return if you're a light worker and you're maddened like I am. You're going to return a lifetime. Spirit tells me my soul is going to come back 7 to 8 more lifetimes, and it's not because really, it's not at all because I have to grow. It is because that's how crazy in love I am with love energy, that I go, and many of you will know what I'm talking about because you are this. I go from dimension to dimension. We're what you call the superheroes of the universe. We reinstill the balance of love energy everywhere we go, change all the bullshit wherever we go, whatever dimension we're in. We all work as a huge team. And because my soul is crazy with love energy, it chooses to return over and over and over and over again, okay? It was funny because I'm still going to talk about the teen stuff, but I discovered that one day when I had a woman that was next to me at a show, an event, and she's like, "Oh," she goes, "I'm never coming back. This is my last life." And I remember thinking, I'm pissed about that. When she said that, I was like, holy fuck. I'm like, "You're not coming back?" I'm like thinking to myself, wow. I'm thinking, and while she's super gifted, I was like, in my space that I was in at the time, I was like, how can she be not coming back, and I'm gonna stay here? Because I remember my shaman saying, "Oh, you're not. This isn't your last life." And I was pissed at her too at the time. And this is years ago, mind you, right? So I did an event, and this too was years ago. And in the space I was in, I was like, well, I knew in my heart that I was way more evolved than this woman. And this woman is saying to me, hey, she's saying, "I'm leaving. This is my last lifetime here." And I'm going, what the fuck? I'm like, how could it be? Because I know she's super gifted, right? I know she's super gifted, right? And so I'm like, but I'm going, she's not more gifted than me. I'm like, what the fuck, I'm like trying to wrap my head around that because I feel that in my soul, right? So I went home, all right, and after that show that weekend, and I was kind of perplexed, and I was like, what the fuck, God? I was like, why is she leaving and I'm not, and because I said to them, I said, I feel like I'm so much more advanced than this person, and not that really matters, because it's not about an ego thing. This is about me trying to understand the space I'm in, the space she's in, how to deal with this, what I feel like I should be doing and getting out of it, as well as why this is, for my teachings and my learnings, as well as for teaching you guys. It's like, so I was like, all kind of perplexed, right? So it took me a few days to work through this with Spirit. And then finally I was like, well, what the hell, God? Why is this that she gets to leave this planet and I don't, right? And Spirit said to me, because you're in love with love itself, and you're maddened by this, and you're going to come back again and again and again. And they were like 7 to 8 lifetimes. And I was like, why the fuck would I want to do that? And like, because you chose this. because this is the soul that I am. All right. This is the space that I am in. Okay. This is the love energy being that I choose to be, that my soul just is, and this is what I do. So this is why I'm not gonna just leave this planet in this lifetime and not come back. I got a mission and I'm maddened by it. And it's love energy. And this is who you are. If you're watching my videos, you know it. All right. And what's so funny about this, and then I was like, well, why did that other person tell me that they're leaving? And she channels ancient druids, I think, and she's truly amazing. She's lovely in her own right, absolutely, and she's really neat. And so she said, what they said to me, they meaning spirit said to me about her, is that she wants to go. She's miserable in this lifetime. Okay, so at this point, she's had enough of being here on this planet and doing this work. And whatever her stuff is, her mission is different from my mission. But that was a huge eye opener, because everybody's running around saying, "Oh, you're this isn't your last life. You're gonna have to come back here again and again and again." And I'm like, fuck that. Why would anybody want to do that? And then I have this profound experience with this other woman who tells me, this is her last life. And I'm thinking, I don't want to be here either, right? And then I go and talk to God, and I'm like, oh my God. And I realize that spirit is right. Spirit is always right. Nothing knows better for us than God itself, that is us, and it is all that is love. Okay? They always know what is best for us. They always know us better than we know ourselves, all right? So this was huge for me, and because when they said that you're coming back 7 and 8 lifetimes, you're basically a love energy warrior, and you're here to change the world, and this is what you choose to do, and you come back every single lifetime in whatever dimension it is because you choose this, and I was just like, wow. So it was a fascinating learning experience. For those of you who are wondering why you're staying around, many of you are super evolved, and it's because you choose to stay, and you come back over and over and over because you're a dumbass like me. That's sarcastic, and you have chosen love, and to teach the world love and change the world from love at the highest vibrations, whatever dimension you are in, every planet, everywhere. And this is your mission, and this is what you choose. Now, with free will, you can choose anything, but it's really refreshing to know that this is who I am, and this is who you are. And I'm sure, because I used to think that, well, why does this soul get to leave? They finished all their work here on this planet? Because that's what so many spiritual teachers teach from way back when, and really, that's not the truth. I mean, and we have evolved, and it doesn't mean that they were wrong. Those were the beliefs in those times and those systems. You know what I mean? Just like, way back in the 80s, I think they were saying some kind of shit about eggs causing cancer. I mean, this is the kind of stuff, and then people believe it, or the Atkins diet, or this diet, or that diet, and they get all the hype. Well, there's variations of this in every, belief system, throughout time, and the people employ it or they don't employ it. So this also happens in spirituality. There's belief systems that no longer serve us and are not the God's honest truth in the space that we're in today, because we have evolved from that space. So this video is also about this cool shit about why your soul is not going to leave the planet like many others. So don't get offended and upset many times when you're wondering why you're back here on this planet and you don't want to be here, or you feel like you don't want to be here. It's because you got to clear your shit, work with spirit, but you came here to change the world, and that's part of the acclimation process of reacclimating into earth world dimension, so that and learning and doing teachings so that you can help others get that experience, bring it out, teach it to others. So this is why, all part of the whole big picture, and the grand design of all that is love energy, that is God, for healers and teachers to come in and teach and change the world. And of course, everything is with free will if you so choose. Okay. Now, obviously, they brought me onto this little path about this, and when you choose as a soul to exit or not, because it's really interesting stuff, and it's wisdom for you to know for you, so that you know that you're not less than, and it helps to help you understand that. And if you believe that you are, you ask God to clear, heal, and change that, okay, in the best way for you and all, or something better. Also, they want me to talk to you about kids, because this all came up from these newer age souls, which are here to change the planet. planet who are going to pick up where us older, a little bit older teachers, all right, a little bit older teachers are going to exit, and they're going to take over. So we are the teachers for these newer teachers and all humanity in this earth world dimension and all dimensions. Okay, we are the oldest souls that exist from the beginning of time. That's that Christ consciousness, and at all different levels up to the purest form of Christ consciousness, which is the center heart space that exists at all times within your soul for you to be that if you so choose. Okay, really cool shit. Okay, all right. So, but one of the other things that I wanted to talk to you about today is the kid thing, because these newer souls come in and they're super gifted. I'm sure you can see that in your kids. All right. And mine are teens. They're 14 and 17 now. And they are amazing. But here's the deal, to help all you parents and them to understand what they're going through is as their body is changing, they are going from in physical earth world reality with all the physical earth world reality vibration stuff out here. Okay. Making friends, going to school, trying to fit in, prejudice, peer pressure, prejudices, learning about adults, learning about communication. They're learning all those things. Okay, so they're growing and acclimating in earth world reality, but also their souls in a metaphysical, spiritual way are also growing. They're going from a child soul maturing into an adult soul at the point of teenage stuff. All right, so they're growing and changing. So they have to deal with all these changes in earth world reality as well as here, which many times will cause all different forms of depression, difficult times. All the strange and bizarre behaviors are starting to come out that were not hidden, but are being released as they become adults in their soul to deal with their stuff in this earth world reality. Okay, so their soul at some point starts to make them responsible and show them their shit, and they're also showing you. So in your earth world reality, when you're wondering why your teen is doing some of the crazy shit that they're doing, this gives you a better understanding of what is happening. It's a very rough or difficult time for them. Doesn't have to be. You work with God, ask God to clear, to heal, to change this from love. Okay, and you constantly bring stuff to source that doesn't work for you between you and your teen, okay? Because this is the best way, this is the formula for love, to do anything and everything in your life. So, but this also right here, right now in this video is to give you the best understanding for you of what is going on and why it's very difficult for us in earth world reality and societal beliefs and stuff and systems out here, meaning in earth world reality. It is very difficult for us to understand what is really going on. All right, we were all teens too, but being not teens, we're kind of removed from that. But we do remember. You do remember. And if you don't, and you want to be able to relate, ask God that you can. Ask God to be able to connect with your children, to help them in the best way, to give them the best gifts and tools from love, and to speak to them, be able to speak to them, be able to hear them. What are the best home remedies to help them through depression? What do we have to do that is the best way for them? Should they be going to school? Should they not? But this is how you can address everything in your life. Use the prayer that Spirit teaches through me, and work with love energy in its highest form to change everything from love and to work with them. It's a constant communication from love. All right. But this also is to help you understand that they are not adults. All right. In fact, they are transforming into adult beings. So their stuff is coming out on all ends. They're trying to learn about them and who they are, and they don't know who they are. And they're going to explore sexually as well. That's all part of the new generation stuff that comes out as asexual, pansexual, gay, lesbian, whatever all of the sexual quote unquote identity stuff is. All of this is going to be coming out as they're trying to figure out who they are. And this is all part of the normal process. So trust love energy that is God, that you and your kids and the love energy system from here is right on and where it needs to be in metaphysical earth world. Okay. And how you get through the rough and difficult times, which do not have to be rough and difficult. Okay. It's up to you. You can change anything. Work with love energy. Ask love to come in and speak through you. Ask love to handle this. Ask love for the best relationship with your kid. Ask love to heal you. I mean, heal you and always heal them, okay, for the best communication. So you have all the power with your kids and your life, and this will give you an innate understanding of what is going on and why. Their little souls are growing up, and they're changing in so many different directions, in so many different ways, with all that shit going on in you and out here in earth world reality as well as metaphysical, of course you're going to be a little unnerved, you would think, right? So they're going to sleep a lot, they're going to eat a lot, they're going to do crazy things that kids do, listen to loud music, and they're trying to acclimate, they're trying to figure it out. And there's going to be some depression and things like that because they're working through it. All right. And if you don't know, if let's say if your kid is severely depressed or severely unwell, the very first thing you should do is see how it feels in your soul. If it doesn't feel right, bring it to source, that is God. Ask for the answers to help you, both you and your child and your family, through this from love in the healthiest, best way. Okay. So these are some tools I wanted to give you. And I just want to add in here that this is why kids should never be tried as adults, because they're not adults. They're not. All right. They are not in that space, because when they're doing all of this with all of this, all right, and trying to balance, all right, and find out who they are, they're absolutely not adults. They're in between the process, okay, of they're in the process of becoming one, and they just cannot. It's not really it's not fathomable at all that they could be tried as an adult and understand that, because they just don't. It's just not the way that it is in this space that they're in as teens and as children. It's just not that way. And all because they're 18 doesn't mean that they're an adult either. Every soul is different with their acclimation into adulthood. In fact, it goes right up, Spirit is telling me, through the teens and into the early 20s, depending on the soul. Now, sometimes it can be less than that. Sometimes it can be more than that as they graduate into adults, But there's a whole grand process with ages and earth world reality for metaphysical stuff that we will get into, being the metaphysical and earth world reality as we grow and change as souls and people. All right, because our being a person is how we are existing in this reality. If you are a person, in fact. All right. So in the future, we'll talk more about that. I think I've done some video in videos here in the past and talked about this in some of my classes, but there will be more information coming about all of this. But apparently this was really important because I am a mom too, so I get it. And I have 2 teen girls, and these methods work for girls, boys, teens, kids, because your little child that's baby right now is going to grow up, and you're going to have challenges all along the way. And we'll talk about that too, about how your past lives in the future are present in all that is you, as well as all that is in your children. It's really amazing stuff. Okay. That said, this weekend I'm going to be in Greenville, South Carolina. Next weekend I'm going to be at the Winter Show in Karmafest in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. And I'm just wondering what's after that. Then I will be in Hampstead, Maryland, and then in Virginia Beach, Virginia, at the Bridge in Hampstead, Maryland, and Institute for Christ Consciousness in Virginia Beach, Virginia, the following weekend. Those 2 places together in that one weekend. And the last weekend, I will be in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Mind Body Spirit Expo. Okay. And then on March 1st, I'm going to be in Sarasota, Florida, doing a super astrology weekend. So I got a lot going on. I hope to see you guys wherever you are, whether it's Sarasota, Maryland, Virginia, wherever I'm going, because we're also going to be going to Colorado, Iowa, California, all over the planet, all over the United States and all over the world. Spirit is guiding me, Spirit with them, to go wherever we are supposed to go from love. All right. Love you guys super much. Have the most fantastic weekend. Fill it with love. Be the greatest you can be from love, and set an example for the world. Thank you.